Hey everybody, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. Just wanted to give a quick update on the garden for this year. Oh man, we're coming into full bloom, everybody. Getting stoked. Oh, and there goes Jack, having fun with the world. Anyway, we got the strawberries coming out. Man, they're doing so well. Jack, calm down, buddy. Sorry about that. He's just having too much fun. There's his brother, Hunter. Let's see how the orange tree's doing today. Oh yeah, we got blossoms all over it. Sweet. Very cool. That'll be coming out soon. This actually has two types of oranges and lemons on it. Here's kind of a outside shot of the yard here. Okay, so we got the strawberries covered. Look at all these wonderful blossoms, and I kept these alive throughout the throughout the winter too. Just covered them, so they all started to come back out right now. Hummingbirds are absolutely loving the feeder. They're coming back out. Hello.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then we've got all the lettuces that are doing really well, really well. Got I don't know, 50 heads of lettuce. Got some carrots in the end there. Spicy mix, purple, Tokyo bacana, arugula, oak leaf. All right, see ya. And speckled, romaine. I don't know. I can't remember all the rest. We got a couple drops here, some oregano and thyme, rosemary, and sage. The middle one is sage. I was trying to think of what that's called for a second. Those are just some small troughs. And then beautiful flowers coming out for this year. You know, you always gotta have some nice flowers there too. And then, man, this tomato plant is doing excellent. This is Tasmanian chocolate. So I've never had a Tasmanian chocolate tomato before, but we will see how that turns out. So there's just one of the tomatoes. I got, I don't know, so many different plants that move it in the sun there. I'm just kind of put them throughout the yard so that I can have space for everything. So then on this side we've got 3 more tomato plants. We've got some big boy tomatoes, we've got Roma tomatoes, and we have cherry tomatoes. What I usually do is I'll combine the smallest into one big pot. So I just took 2 starters and then put the Roma and the cherry tomatoes in one, and then I put the big boy, or beefsteak? What are these? Or big beef. They're whatever, big beefsteak and big boy combined, maybe a hybrid. So put the bigger ones in their own, and then the smaller ones, they're cherry tomatoes, combine those into another. And then we've got the back area with more stuff. So I created a wall of begonias here. Just really pretty to see from when you're inside here. Here's my grand piano real quick if you want to see that. But when you're sitting in here and you look out the window, it's really pretty to see all these out here. And then a giant bush of rosemary. We have a couple types of parsley, a whole thing of basil, more thyme, and then in the middle here, this is tarragon with the yellow flowers, and then a bunch of cilantro. You know, living here in the SoCal part of the world, we've got to have lots of cilantro for all of the different Mexican dishes that we eat and like to make. So just basically another little herb garden back here, in addition to some flowers. And then we've got bird of paradise, and it got so big that it just split its own pot. The pot broke and it just completely broke the pot from how big the roots got in it. So I've got to transplant that into a bigger pot. But anyway, little back section. And then as you come out here, that's kind of the layout. So I've had quite a few people asking me too about how do I get my lettuces to grow so big and not get ravaged by pests and insects and that stuff. Well, what I like to do is first and foremost putting them in the raised garden beds. That helps tremendously. I was talking to a few people and it was like, man, I was battling birds, rats, everything, squirrels, rabbits even got into the yard. So it was just a constant battle of not only insects, but then all the critters that would come and eat my stuff. And they wait till like the last second, and then you're ready to like go to sleep thinking, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna harvest all my food. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be delicious. And you come out and half of all your stuff's already eaten. So putting them in the raised garden beds, that helped tremendously. Just make it so that squirrels and other stuff didn't just have ground access to it, that they'd have to crawl up these and try to get in, and I can cover these really easily too. So that really helped. And then I also use neem oil. Neem oil is great for organic gardening. So I just I keep buying the concentrate of it, and then I just make my own. But neem oil really works. You have to spray it on at night. I use a really heavy coating because if you put it on during the day, it'll burn the plants, because this basically focuses the sun rays right onto the leaves and can cause burning. But neem oil works really, really great for the organic stuff. And let's see, you've got the roses. These are Chicago Peace roses, hybrid type. These just came out a couple days ago, and they're really beautiful because they change colors too. So as they come out, you might get one that's more peach colored, more pink, whatever. Then this is my actual hybrid rose bush, and this one does come out with straight, 50 different colors of roses. It's really unique, where like one will be red, and then one will be pink, one will be white, one will be all the varieties of colors. So have those back there. And then the apple tree. So the apple tree is starting to bloom right now. It kind of looks like sticks, I know, but you can see all these blossoms coming out on it. So this tree is really great, and I keep my fruit trees even in really large pots. So it's quite a large pot, but it makes it so I can still roll them around. I can rotate them easily, and I can control how high they grow. So that's Golden Delicious apples is what these are. These usually come out later because they need a long chill period during the winter, and then they harvest a little bit later in the year. Apples require a chill period of a long chill period in order to grow properly, and it doesn't really get cold enough in Southern California. So only certain varieties that have a shorter chill period through the frost of the winter grow well in Southern California. And I did some research, and Golden Delicious apples are one of the ones that does grow well. Okay, then we've got some Cana Lilies. Haven't come out yet, but once these come out, they're just beautiful, really, really tall, and beautiful flowers with some asparagus ferns. Okay, then we've got the Crown of Thorns. Crown of Thorns is always really cool. As soon as I start seeing these new nodes of growth at the top, I know it's about to explode. And man, these things are gnarly. They will instantly puncture your skin. They're very sharp. And I guess supposedly it got its name from not only the crown that grows off the top of them, but the crown of thorns, I guess, that they made for Jesus. So not rose thorns, but if you can imagine, like, look how big I can't even wrap my hand around it, but yeah, that would be gnarly to get whipped with one of those. And then the peach tree. This is probably my favorite plant or tree that I have in the entire yard. It comes out first and foremost. It has all these beautiful blossoms, and then all of a sudden, after it blooms, the leaves just all within maybe 1 week this happened. So this peach tree looked like this apple tree not more than a week ago. No joke. And then once you start to water it, and you can see I have it in a large pot on rollers, on casters as well. But then every single one of those blossoms turns into a peach. So this tree produces, I'd estimate, right around, probably about 300 to 500. Well, yeah, I'd say more around 300 peaches a year for me. So many that it's like half of them do get eaten by the birds. They love this tree. So sometimes I'll wrap it with a net. Sometimes I'll sit out here with my dogs and have the dogs chase them off. But this is one of the favorite trees of all the critters and everyone. You can just see how many peaches are all over it. The whole tree just gets covered. Every limb. So I can't wait till all these peaches come out. It's gonna be delicious. Another Cana Lily with asparagus fern. And then I already showed you the orange tree back over there. So we're doing well this year, guys. We're doing well, and Jack and Hunter are just chilling. They like sitting on the chairs like people. They've got their own spots. So I'm stoked. And living in SoCal, we don't have much of a winter, but it still is enough. And this last winter, we got to freezing a lot. It froze many, many nights. So keeping stuff alive through the freeze and covering it all and blah, blah, blah. But I'm really happy with this year's vegetable produce. We're going to have really good stuff this year. And it makes it so that you don't have to worry about going to the store. You don't have to worry about the pesticides. You know what's on your food, and being able to just walk out in the yard and grab whatever herbs I want to cook with or make a salad, at a moment's notice is really cool. So I encourage people to do that. It's a learning process. I had to go through a couple years of, I had out where that orange tree is, I had a whole flat little parcel of the corner made into a garden bed basically back here, and I tried everything before this runner was in here separating the sections, but man, I had nothing but problems. Nothing but problems. And like I said, I would do all this work and I would wait and I'd be like, okay, tomorrow's harvest day, then come out and all my stuff would be eaten. So the raised garden beds really help, guys. So there we go. Spring is here. That's what my peach tree always tells me. It's like, oh, peach tree's starting to bloom. Here comes the season. So hope everyone's doing well out there. Just a beautiful day here, and wanted to just kind of show the progress of what I got going for this year. So hope everyone's doing well out there, and have a great week. I'm back to work this week. I had this last week off from spring break. It's my first break in a long time. That first Monday I had off was the first day I had off in weeks and weeks. I was working 7 days a week. Really kind of burning the candle at both ends. So it was nice to have a break. But here we are, back to work day. Hope everyone is doing well. Have a great rest of your day and a great upcoming week. And enjoy your gardens, okay? All right, guys. Take care. Love you guys. Be safe out there. And God bless. Take care.